Well, good evening, everyone. Christy, Overton Farms. So, tonight is my thoughts. Let's go with that. I'm sure a lot of you, or maybe not a lot of you, I don't know, think like me or don't think like me or have opinions like, no, you probably don't. Anyway, I've been told I'm a very opinionated person. Imagine that. As you can hear, people think that this type of music is cool. Yes, the bass shaking my house as it drives by is so utterly nice. Anyways, so I learned a little tidbit of information yesterday, I guess it was. A friend of mine who works for a public school calls me and we're just talking and bullshitting and tells me that she got an email from her principal. Now, school here hasn't started yet. So she got an email from her principal saying that she was going to miss the first couple of days of trainings and stuff like that due to COVID. First of all, yeah, I didn't know COVID was still a thing, but okay, it is what it is. Um, Here's the kicker to all this. So during the COVID pandemic, they wanted you to get your shots and wear your mask. And yeah, you can call me a rebel or you can call me a free thinker. I was very upset about all of it. Um, First of all, I work in SPED, so covering my face like this all day is, kind of not a good idea. Kids can't see me. I have nonverbals. They need to read my lips sometimes. And I'm, keeping people safe, and I get all that, but at the same time, it was just a virus. It was nothing more than the flu. Could it be spread more easily? Maybe. But you didn't. The CDC, nobody gave me any indication that anything that I could could do would help. Um, Wear your mask, don't wear your mask, get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated. I was on the fence about it all. So here's how I work. I'm going to get all the facts from reputable people, not just, Facebook. And I'm going to go with what I feel is best for me and my family. What I felt was best for me and my family is to all of it. So we didn't wear masks like we should. We didn't. I never did get vaccinated, and nor did anyone in my household. Um, you know how many times I've got now, mind you, I'm a para, or I was a para, in a public school. Do you know how many times I got Rona? Zero. The principal that emailed my friend and told them all that she wouldn't be there the first couple of days, uh, got her vaccination, double boosted, and wore her mask religiously. Hmm. So I, who rarely ever wore my mask unless I absolutely had to, never been vaccinated, never got Rona. This lady's been vaccinated, double boosted, and wears her mask all the time to this day. Got it. So, to me personally, and y'all can, how you feel is how you feel. I'm not here to try to debate it. I'm not here to try to force you to think the way I do because that's just ridiculous. If we all thought the same, then the world would be boring. I just want people to think. Use your brain a little bit. Do what's best for you. Get all the facts. Learn as much as you can and go with it. Don't let someone in power say, you're going to do this because this is what's right to do. Well, maybe what's right to do, don't get me wrong. Murder, all that shit. But maybe it's not. Maybe people should stand up and think for themselves and do what's best. Because in my state, which is Illinois, in case any of you didn't know, it was J.B. Pritzker. Oh, I actually said his name. Usually it's Governor Fatass. Shut us all down. I have friends in other states like Missouri. They saw some of it, but not to the degree that we did. They didn't shut down schools for fucking, what, almost a year? to be honest, the end of one school year and the beginning of another one, just because of a virus. There's lots of viruses out there. There's lots of viruses out there that can kill you. The flu could kill the wrong person. You know, an underlying disease that you didn't even know about, and you get the flu and you could die. FYI, I don't get the flu shot either. So I guess today's video is just about making people think. Now, you may have experienced something completely different than I did, and that's cool. But I guess it's just use your brain a little bit, guys. Whether it's Rona, whether it's farming for you, whether it's processing chickens, rabbits, turkeys, cows, pigs, whatever. If that's what's best for you and your family, frickin' do it. Who cares? Who cares what other people think? If you are not intentionally hurting others, you are not doing things out of malice, I guess, then who are you hurting? How is me raising 50 meat chickens and processing them in my backyard? Now, mind you, I do keep it semi-private because, you know, some people don't like that. How's that hurting anybody else? How is me not being vaccinated and not wearing my mask when I'm not sick hurting other people? Now, if I was sick, again, that's a whole other situation. But when I was sick, I just didn't go anywhere. Because I did get sick, just not with COVID. It's called an actual cold, allergies. It does happen. I'm so tired of everything being labeled COVID. My husband's grandfather died a year ago. Shit, I can't even remember because COVID has screwed up my entire timeline of life. And fairly sure that his death was related to COVID. When it wasn't, he was an 82-year-old man. He lived his life, and he lived a good fucking life. It was his time. He was ready. So I guess tonight's video, as I've said a million times, and I'll say a million more, think about it, people. Think about your life. Think about how things benefit you and don't benefit you. And then go with it. Because in the end, the only person that's going to judge you is God. It's the only one that matters. Not me. Not you. Not anybody on Facebook. So, on that note, I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you enjoyed my 7-minute and some odd second video. And I'm going to sit here and wait for my husband to get home from his first night of 10 hours. It's been a long time since my husband did that. Doesn't sound like much. For him it is. Good night, YouTube. Good night, everybody. And have a good night. Be blessed. And love everyone, no matter what.